Tell them to turn the volume up on their phone.
No, wait, really. Is it good now? Yeah, it's working. It's there. I think it was turned off. There it is.
There we go.
That
Your boy who was texting you, man, tell him to turn his volume up on his phone. That's why he couldn't hear us. So we're good now. All technical difficulties. But either way, we were giving away $1,000 last night. One guy, his name is Byron Townsend. He guessed Devontae Adams 34, and then 34 to 13 was his final guess.
Wow.
Devontae Adams 34-13.
So close.
So close. And we're going to do it again on Sunday. So if you want to get in on this $1,000 that we're trying to give away, Sunday, same deal with the Lions. Guess who's going to score first and guess the score of the game, and we will give you $1,000. We'll go over all the rules on the pregame Sunday morning. But it was awesome that someone was that close, man.
Yeah, I loved it.
We're also giving away money right now on our Twitter. Joey, you ready to call that name?
Let's do it.
All right, so this one was real easy. All you have to do is follow us at Woodward Sports on Twitter. We put out a tweet. All you had to do was retweet it.
Buddy.
Had a bunch of people do that. Joey is going to do the random selection right now. Scroll through that bitch. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Stop. Who we got?
We got Brandon Scheisser.
Brandon Scheisser.
This dude right here. This
Where's he
guy.
from? Does it say?
It doesn't say where he's from, but I can sleep anywhere. Oh, Howell, Michigan.
Congratulations, Howell, Michigan. You're $100 richer this morning. So we're going to DM him. We're going to let him know that he won his money. And if you want to win some money, if you want to get in on this, make sure you're following us everywhere, like everywhere. Because we're giving money away on Instagram. We're doing it on Facebook. We're doing it on Twitter like we just did.
And even when you're watching games, you could comment on the live stream that we do.
Yeah, so if you want to win some money, make sure you're following Woodward Sports. Make sure you tell all your friends to follow, too, because you want your friends to win money, too, right, man?
Exactly. Hook up everybody. We all eating today.
We all going to win, baby, and it's fun. Like, last night, I put my guess in on the game. Obviously, I didn't get it right, but, man, that first touchdown, I was like, come on. Come on, Jermichael Hasty. Come on, Jermichael Hasty. And, dude, had, 3 yards for the whole game. So I was wrong on that pick. But it was last night's game was what we thought it was going to be, right, guys? I mean, I think we all talked about it. The Packers taking on the JV 49ers.
Yeah.
It just shows the difference between NFL starters and NFL bench players. That's really what we saw last night on display.
Yeah, but you saw San Francisco early on. Their game plan was semi-working. They were wasting a lot of time on the clock. They were getting first downs. But
Kyle Shanahan knows how to run that ball.
once Nick Mullins threw that interception, it was game over.
Yeah. You got to say what's up to Nathan watching right now, Nancy watching right now, Nick watching right now. Lots of people this morning. Thank
Adams
you
is
guys for
goated.
tuning in.
Goated.
So,
Is he the best receiver in the NFL? I'd say so. He has to be. Week
DK
after
Metcalf
week.
looks damn good,
know,
man.
I
Looks
know.
damn good. But the one thing both those two have in common, fantastic quarterbacks.
Sure.
I think that puts them they're good already, but that puts them on that next level.
Yeah, I feel like Devontae Adams is more consistent, but
Devontae Adams absolutely crushed me last night in fantasy. I was going up against him, and I think he has 32.5 points in our league. So, big mountain to climb this weekend for your boy.
Yep.
What did you think of the game, though, overall?
Sloppy. Kyle Shanahan had a good game plan. I just think his quarterback let him down. Aaron Rodgers looked really good. They were efficient. They scored on almost every drive. I mean, it was ass whooping we thought it was. I told you, let's go down to the MGM and bet on it.
So here's the question, and I asked it kind of early this morning. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is the MVP of the NFL?
No.
Why not? Have you
I
looked
think
at the
Russell
dude's
Wilson.
numbers?
I know the numbers.
Okay, but we always trash his wide receivers. He's had injured running backs. Green Bay's done nothing to help him over the past season, and he's better. Dude's better.
No. This is Aaron Rodgers. We're kind of used to this. Very low interception totals, but he'll put up the numbers. I don't think he's the MVP of the league. It's clearly Russell Wilson. I'd even put Tom Brady ahead of him in that category if we're putting a list together.
You're putting Tom Brady ahead of
Who's
Aaron
more
Rodgers. Right?
valuable? Yeah.
I know.
I
Dude,
mean,
you got a good case with Tom Brady. He leaves one team, they go to shit. He goes to another team, and they're the best team in the NFC.
It's not disrespecting Aaron Rodgers. He's having a hell of a year. Patrick Mahomes is doing the same thing Aaron Rodgers is doing. 21 touchdowns and only 1 interception.
But he's got more weapons. If you put Aaron
Yes.
Rodgers on that team, Aaron Rodgers is doing some
but
special
you know what?
things
The way
as
the
well.
Packers play with Matt LaFleur, man, the way they use their running backs. I know Scantley was getting dicked on by the commentators before those 2 touchdown catches, but you know, their coaching staff puts their receivers in positions to get open, and at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers does a hell of a job of making decision on who he gets it to. So
Yeah.
it helps when you have Devontae Adams.
You know what
as well.
stat I thought was crazy from last night's game?
What's up?
I want you to guess the number, okay?
Okay.
Let's play guess the number.
All right.
How many millions in payroll do you think is on IR for the 49ers right now? And what's the NFL like? What's their cap? Isn't it like 130,
but
140?
I mean, they got Jimmy G and Kittle, so that's a big chunk, I'd assume.
Yep.
I'd say like 47, 52 million, something like that.
47 or 52 million?
I'll do 52. 52, I
I-
think it's pretty close.
I want to look up. Okay, so your entire roster you're only allowed to have 198 million. Only Jesus,
Oh.
Jesus, 198 million. So
yeah,
okay,
so like 52, 55.
50 $80.8 million on the IR. 80.8. That is insane.
Oh my God, that's almost half. Holy
Dude,
shit.
that is so much money, just dead money sitting there for the 49ers.
Yeah.
So that's why we saw the game we saw last night out of both of those teams.
We weren't surprised. We called it.
No.
I mean, it was easy bet. Take the points that Vegas gave, 7.5, I think it was.
You know, one of these days I'm going to start listening to myself.
I know.
You
man.
know, like we make these predictions on the show. We've been right the majority of the season, but I haven't made a ton of money gambling. So maybe
Yeah.
I should start gambling
I'm
more.
telling you, man.
I'm going to go down to MGM. Maybe on Sunday we can call the Lions game.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
there you go.
good transition. Let's get in. Detroit Lions, Minnesota this weekend. Obviously, the big game in the week for Detroit.
Yep.
So let's get into that. Obviously,
Yeah.
the biggest thing the Detroit Lions need to do
Is win.
is stop Delvin Cook. If you
Yeah.
stop Delvin Cook, you got a better chance to win. Not saying it's going to secure the chance to
Yeah.
win, but you got a better chance. Yeah, you see the guy that's like right below me on the screen, the 2 little guys? Delvin Cook, the guy on the right. That's who we got to stop. That's who we got to stop.
Speaking of the game plan for the Lions, this is very reminiscent of last week. Force Phillip Rivers to beat you, and boy, did he beat you. So,
Yep.
I mean, if we made Phillip Rivers look that good, it's concerning to see what a Kirk Cousins with a Justin Jefferson could do.
Jefferson's a
Adam
monster.
Thielen, if he plays, he probably will though. But yeah, the main focus is to stop Dalvin Cook. He had 226 total yards last week, 4 touchdowns. We know the story.
4
They
touchdowns.
somehow beat the Packers. So, yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough one for Detroit this week. It's not a gimme. You look at the record; they're 2-5, but that's a damn difficult 2-5 football team. So,
Well, and we talked about it. They got to sweep Minnesota if they want any chance for this
Yeah.
season, right? Like they got to win out pretty much the rest of their division games. if they
3-3,
win.
they could get by,
Yeah,
but
but that loss to the Bears, heavy.
it hurts
heavy.
now. It hurts now.
Well, it hurt then, but it
Yeah.
really hurts now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they must. This is a must win for the Detroit Lions, I think.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't want to say season over, but
No.
if we're going by the odds, 3-5, and
Yeah,
it's not looking good. Then
No.
you're 2.5 games behind the Rams. It's just
and it's not only the 3-5 thing; it's losing to a 2-5 team
Yeah.
to go to 3-5. Like that's not where you want to be.
confidence in the locker room.
It would be, So
be
to
shut
me,
down.
this is a must-win game. This is you got to bring it all. Like, do not leave anything on the table. I know I've said that a couple times this season,
Well,
but
it's
because
true.
you put yourself in this position, these are must-win games because you cannot fall 2 games below 500. Well, then if they did that, like I said, they would have to. I want them at 7-5 through 12 games. I think that puts them in
Based
a
on
deep-
their upcoming schedule.
Yep,
yeah.
I put that in. So if they lose and go to what 3-5, they would have to
four
run
straight,
off 4
which is
straight.
unlikely.
Yeah,
Unlikely in the NFL.
unlikely for
Yeah.
sure. I think they could do it, but I don't want themselves to put themselves in that position to do it at all.
No, I agree with you. This is a must-win game. I think they got to take it at 1 game at a time mentality, and we don't know if Stafford's playing yet. That might be
That's
a
tricky.
very big problem.
He's
but
playing,
I
man.
expect him to play. I think though somehow or some way he'll test negative in all those tests.
If you had to bet, are you gonna bet if the Lions have Stafford? how do I word this so it makes sense?
I think we lose without Stafford.
Right. No, but that's not what I'm saying. The Stafford have a better percentage to play than the Lions do to win.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in that camp. I
Yeah.
think Stafford's going to play.
Yeah,
Like,
Stafford's going to play.
all indications from what we see from social media, from what we see from his family reporting on it, like they don't have it. He came in contact with somebody who has it. He's had a couple negative tests so far, and they're pushing him through to Sunday. So I'm under the impression that he's going to play. And I don't think a week off of practice for a 12-year vet is really going to be that detrimental.
No.
We might actually see a better Stafford because he's going to be well rested.
Yeah.
It's like another bye week for him, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I really think this is going to be a similar football game to last week against the Colts. I know Kenny Galladay for sure this weekend. I highly doubt he plays. Marvin Jones is going to have to step into that one. And again, we keep saying it, and it never happens, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
When are we going to give T.J. Hawkinson 5, 6, 7 targets over the middle? I'm so tired of these dink and dunk passes with T.J. Hawkinson. He is a mismatch for linebackers.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't take advantage of that because we're too busy feeding Adrian Peterson the ball.
I'm not worried about the over-the-middle passes as much as I am like creative screens and stuff like that. Like
Just be
that's,
creative.
but that's when you really see guys like Kittle and guys like Kelsey have those monster games when they get those. You fake the screen this way, tight end screen back to the left, and all of a sudden he's running 45 yards.
Yeah.
I believe you. I do think Hawkinson can win those battles over the middle. But I think if we ever want to take the next step, like we got to start making him the focus and quit just making him a part of what we're doing.
I feel like we've had these conversations for like 6 years now where we're begging the offense to be creative, whether it was with Jim Bob Cooter or whoever the
Yep.
hell was before.
Yep.
I mean,
It's 2020. Let's have some fucking
let's-
fun on the field, man.
let's
These are the
not-
greatest athletes in the world. Let's zip them around, motion,
Let's
in
just,
and out.
Let's
Like,
just not be predictable. Like last night, the Niners were predictable because the Packers knew they were going to run the ball.
Well-
And if Nick Mullins was going to throw it, they were probably going to get a few turnovers.
and they didn't have the athletes to run the
Yeah,
plays.
so
That like you can't run a reverse.
Last night was a different story.
so
but
maybe that's our problem. Maybe our coaching staff doesn't believe we have the athletes to run those types of
no,
plays.
I don't think that's our model.
Yeah,
I just don't think that's how we play.
wouldn't it be crazy to see the Lions like with the number 1 offense in the league? We've seen number 2 defense within the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Has the Lions ever had the number 1
I
offense
think the
outside of
highest we've gotten
'94?
with Calvin Johnson back in the day, I think we reached like 5 or 6 was our peak when Stafford threw for 5,000 yards.
I mean, when
but-
they had Barry, and
But that was a
that
different
first
offensive
Scott
time.
Mitchell year,
Yeah.
I think that when we first got Scott Mitchell, I think they were the number 1 offense in the league that year.
I don't remember.
That's the only year I could ever think that they would be, though. I mean, even when we brought Mike Martz in and we were throwing the ball all over the place where Stafford got all his early
Yeah.
career yards but took that
Getting a-
pounding because Mike Martz did never –
Pass
he didn't
protect.
care about blocking.
Yeah.
he just did not care.
That's
He's
the
like,
thing with,
send them out, throw the ball, Stafford. Like, you're going to get hit. Deal with it.
Yeah, that's the thing with these young offensive-minded coaches like a Kevin Stefanski, a Kyle Shanahan, even Matt LaFleur. They love this pass-blocking concept that is so friendly to quarterbacks, and it just puts them in positions to succeed. But
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with this Sunday for the Lions. I think it's a must-win. We both agree on that.
Yep. What's the
it's a
over-under at, do you know?
Off the top of my head, let me check.
Because I would expect a
I'm sure it's in the
low-scoring
40s. I'd
game.
say it's like 48 and a half.
Well, you can't just guess, man.
It's a good guess.
We got to talk about
Oh,
it.
actually, no, it's 51.
51?
I remember now. Yeah, because the Lions actually, in Lions games,
Uh-huh.
based on all the stats, they have the second or third highest average scoring games
So 51.
when you're betting the over-under.
So what
I
are we
take the
looking
under
at?
on that,
Like
though.
yeah, that's like
If
a
Stafford doesn't play.
28-23 game.
It's doable, man.
It is doable.
I have the under, but barely. I have a 27-23 scoreline in my prediction.
I read your prediction. If you want to read Adam's full prediction, it's up now at woodwardsports.com. It's also on our Facebook page, and I think I posted it on our Twitter too. So make sure if you want to get inside that guy's crazy head, you go on woodwardsports.com right now and check it out. Me saying it's a must-win for the Lions means that I think they have to win, and I think they're going to win. But I'm like you. I think it's going to be a close game,
Could lose
especially if
this
we
game.
can't. Dude,
Yeah, easily.
that's the thing about the Lions. And, let's be honest. We're Lions fans. We know we can lose any game, but we also know we can win any game. Like, that's the frustrating thing about being a Lions fan, at least over the course of my lifetime, is there's no game that they are just out of, period. They're in everything.
I mean,
last year, Kansas City could have beat the fucking Super Bowl champions, but we didn't. But we could have, and that's the Lions to me as a fan, and that's kind of why I watch every game. They give you just enough to bring you back so they can punch you right in the dick.
yeah. Yeah, that's
But I love them.
I love them too. Sunday's tricky, man. Sunday's very tricky. That 2-5 football team is not a 2-5 football team. That's a team preseason a lot of people had competing for the division.
Well, you got to remember, a lot of those losses came without Delvin Cook.
Without Dalvin Cook, and then they lost Daniel Hunter, for the season. So,
But we got Everson Griffin now, baby. We don't have to worry about him chasing down Stafford.
well,
with that,
he's
which is
upset
nice.
that Mike Zimmer called him a good football player. So if that's what you need to motivate, man, go for it.
Yeah, put it on a banner, put it
yeah.
in the locker room, whatever you need to do, and just go kill Kirk Cousins. Like, just go kill him. Break his leg, like Ndamukong Suh, stomp on his head. That's what we need to do. You need to intimidate Kirk Cousins, and you need to stuff Delvin Cook. You do those two things, you're guaranteed a victory on Sunday.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? That is the question. Do you bring
pressure.
8 in the box?
You can't load. You can't play single coverage on Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
With Okudah, at least not yet.
I want to see that matchup. That's a matchup I'm really looking forward to. Jeff Okudah, rookie.
I think
Justin
you gotta
Jefferson,
play.
rookie.
I think you gotta be creative with your zone blitzing, man. That'll kill Kirk Cousins if you can put pressure on him and put zone, not man. He'll throw one right to a linebacker or a defensive end. You never know with that guy. So
he can be
Creative with
turnover
pressure.
prone, man. He can be turnover prone,
said
and I
that
think we could force him there.
yeah, we said that about Rivers. I just think putting pressure is so important. Look at Nick Mullins last night. He came out comfortable. He was throwing some easy balls, easy completions.
Yep. We
Green
love
Bay
balls,
sta-
by the way.
Green Bay started to dial up some pressure, and he should have thrown 3 or 4 interceptions last night, not just one.
Right.
So put pressure. That's a good way to start.
Yeah, so I think the Lions are going to win. I think they're going to probably – I hate over-under, man. I really hate guessing over-unders
Yeah.
for some reason. Like, I can guess this – every time I guess the score, it's really, like, within 2 points of the over-under. Last night –
Well, that's
same
why
thing.
Vegas wins all the time.
I know. That's why I hate guessing the over-under. But I would take the over on this.
Okay.
I think the Lions are going to put up some points. I think they're going to give up some points, unfortunately.
I got the under.
got the under?
I think it's an ugly game, man.
Yeah.
I think this is where those power rankings kick into play, where the punter is the most important position on the field.
Oh, Jesus.
What's next?
Kenny Galladay. What about Kenny Galladay? Do you
Kenny
think
Galladay.
I think he's out, and so
He's
that leaves
out.
us with Quintez Cephas probably stepping in like he did in the first 2 games of the
I
season.
love you. You know I love you, right?
I know.
This guy has been talking to me about Quintez Cephas since week 1. And
You ready for it?
I mean, I'm waiting for it.
Cephas time, baby.
I'm waiting.
Woo!
I'm waiting. I really hope you're right, because if Cephas is getting 4 or 5 catches in that game, that means we're probably moving the ball on Minnesota pretty easily.
I mean, if he's the guy that we're going to lean on and not try to, move Marvin Jones over to the 1, like slide the whole offense. See, that's always a weird coaching decision. When your number 1 goes down, do you shift everybody up, or do you keep your 2, 3 in their natural position and then try to slide your 4 maybe in that number 1 slot? Just so your offense doesn't get so out of whack, people running different routes than they're ever used to running. And I always find it interesting to see how coaches handle that situation. So if their solution is slide the bench player in, which is Cephas, for Galladay,
I think the defense will adjust, though. I don't think they'll leave it. They'll mark him. I think Jones gets marked tomorrow. I think Hawkinson actually gets attention too. I think they're gonna do what we're trying to do to them.
yeah, it kind of is a mirror team, except they have a more established running
Yeah,
back.
ask us to force us to run the ball, and if we run it, cool. If we don't, then we're in trouble.
Yeah. So I got the Lions winning. I'm going to go with I'll go right at the line, too. I'll do that, 28-23.
Oh, wow. I got 27-23. So.
I'll take 28-23.
All right. Fair enough.
What
do we got next?
I'll take $1 over.
All right.
The next interesting matchup of the weekend. Well, first, let's do this. I want to have some fun real quick, okay? Before we get into more football talk. I like doing this. We can present the new Zot Jeep Gladiator. If you're driving down Woodward and you see it sitting here, make sure you stop, take a picture, come on in and see the guys at Woodward Sports. This bad boy retails at Zott Jeep. You can go get it right now for you and your friend. Family friendly. It's safe. It's fun. The top comes off. We're going to have a 70-degree weekend. Go get yourself Gladiator.
That was good.
Was I good? I don't know.
That was all right.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I like the voice.
We got
sound.
that's my cheesy radio voice.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, that's the Gladiator. It sits out there on Woodward, so if you ever see it, you know we're here. Come in and say hi. I just like playing with this little remote too. Like when I was a kid, I used to dream of having this type of shit in my house. You know, you'd see it on the movies, like, oh my God, they could do their blinds with a remote control. And now look, it's in our studio. You're excited about that, Adam, I see.
Yeah.
You probably grew up with these types of blinds, didn't you?
No.
They didn't have them in Dearborn?
No.
No? They should get them, man. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Ton of insight on this.
Yeah. So much.
So much.
So
All right,
much
let's talk
insight.
about the Saints and the Bucks. You think the Bucks suck. I do not.
I didn't say they suck, but I think they win the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't buy them as Super Bowl contenders yet.
They got the #1 rush defense in the league right now. What do you mean? Ugh. If the Lions had that, we'd be pounding our chest.
Can we not compare them to the Lions?
I'm
It's
not
so-
comparing them to the
come on,
Lions.
man.
I'm just saying, like, you look at these
don't wanna do
accomplishments
what
like they
ifs.
don't mean shit.
No,
When
well,
you're
you
the
know-
best run defense in the league, it means something, man, whether you want to admit it or not.
All right, that's fine. Whatever. Nobody. Okay. Anyways,
What do you
What's
mean,
up?
anyways? What do you mean, anyways?
Look,
the #1
look.
rush defense in the league, that means
okay.
something.
Wow, great,
Okay.
cool.
Alright.
I still think their defense isn't as good as you think it is.
#1 rush defense in the league.
What's their
Whether you think
the
they
number
are or
26 overall? I'm sorry, the 26 pass offense.
not. That's
or
fine. They
defense.
even out probably around 14 in the league. That's fine.
All right.
That puts them in the upper half.
Okay. Well,
You're not even willing
there,
to
there's
have
more
this conversation
no,
today.
there's more important things happening in this matchup.
What is happening?
Divisional implications. Both teams are fighting for their division, but it also has playoff seeding
Yep.
implications.
Yep.
Winner of this game, if it's the Saints, they go to 6-2. If it's the Bucks, they go to 7-2.
Whew.
You're looking for a #1 seed. #1 seed is the only bye this year with the new playoff format.
Yep,
so
unless they decide to add that 8th team.
yeah, but still, the winner of this game, I wouldn't say they're in pole position to lock up the 1 seed. I think it hurts the Bucks more than it hurts the Saints. I think the Saints already see themselves kind of as a wild card team already. So I think the Bucks need to win this game if they want that bye week that Tom Brady so desperately needs.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Bucks need to win this game to stay on that pace and to keep pace with, like the Packers and to keep pace with Seattle and to, just make sure they're keeping up if they want that first round bye, which will do Tom Brady a lot of good at 42 years old. I like the Bucks. We're going to get into it later. Gronkowski over the past 3 weeks has been the #2 tight end at fantasy football and in the NFL. So they're starting to find their rhythm again. And if he's got Gronk to lean on at any time he needs to throw a quick 10 yards, get a first down, I think any team that plays them is in a lot of trouble. Plus, like Adam discusses, I like their defense. First of all, I love Ndamukong Suh, so that's part of it. When I watch him play, I miss him in Honolulu blue and silver. And I just love what they do on defense. Devin White just moves around the ball. He's fast. He gets things done. And I love Bruce Arians. I just like everything about that team and how they assemble it. Antonio Brown's going to have his first game in the Bucs uniform this week. I expect him to have a decent game because it's not like he doesn't already have a rapport with Tom Brady. They played together before and did well together before. There's no reason I could find to pick the Saints. Drew Brees is aging. Alvin Kamara is injured. He may or may not play.
Probably play. Michael Thomas, we still don't know what's going on there.
Who the hell? What happened to Michael
I
Thomas?
don't know, he
this
punched
season?
somebody at practice.
Yeah,
and
but I
he's
mean,
in the
like, he
doghouse.
started out with a pulled hammy. Then he punches somebody. Now he's got another pulled hammy. It's like, this guy, what's he doing on the side, man?
He got paid, man. He got paid.
But still, like, you can't do that if you're
Yeah.
an NFL. Like,
Well, that
hammies, pulled muscles. I just can't see elite athletes constantly pulling their muscles like he's doing.
I mean, it's common, but
I get it, it's common,
at
but
that level, you don't expect it. But
you're an elite athlete. Quit doing it. Whatever you're doing to pull your muscle, quit. Just stop.
I don't think it's intentional. But I think that Michael Thomas is being held out for
Yeah,
different reasons.
but
not
does it
just
get
for
to
the
a point where
hamstring.
you think he's frail?
No. I mean, he's pretty sturdy. He played most of the games in his career. He hasn't missed much up until this year. I just think they're holding him out, whether it's for disciplinary reasons and they don't want to say it. Just doesn't make sense. He should have recovered it by now. But
That's what I'm getting to.
yeah,
That's what I'm getting.
It's obvious.
This is not a pulled hammy
No.
for 10 weeks. This is, we don't want you on the team anymore. We've been trying to trade you. You made it past the trade deadline on our team. Okay, let's try to work you back in the lineup. That's what's happening with Michael Thomas.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean,
It
after
really
you
wouldn't
punch a
surprise me.
teammate and nobody really made a big deal of it. I mean, they suspended him, but they didn't really bring up why it happened, what happened. There was no really resolution to it. I'm sure they took care of it inside the locker room, but as like a PR standpoint, it's like not only did he punch someone in the face 3 weeks ago, we still haven't played him, and we haven't suspended him. It's weird. It's a weird situation.
I don't want to be like hypothetical about things, but how do you not cut ties, or how do you not trade him for whatever you could get? I know his salary cap hit is a bit much, but I want to know why he's not on the field. That's what's killing me.
Right.
This guy is a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, it could be the best.
And could be the
Arguably,
best. Last
yeah.
year was the best receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
So how, in God's name, do you go from that, and now you can't even get on the field? Whether it is a hamstring or not, I don't know. But it's very
A
odd.
9-week
Considering-
hamstring.
And you know what? They're 5-2. They've done just fine without him.
There you go again.
Latavius Murray, underrated running back.
Yeah.
What he does for that team is very important.
Jared Cook showing up
Jared
the
Cook
last
showing
like
up.
4 weeks. You know, he's becoming a
I think
top
it's-
8 tight end.
I think it's a close game. I think it's actually a very close game, but I just think the Buccaneers are the better team, and I
Yeah.
think they'll win the game.
They're just more solid through and through.
Yeah.
Like I just think
They're
there's
the
more
more
holes
complete
in the
team.
Saints
Yeah.
defense, or in just the Saints in general. And
Yeah.
then when they get stupid and decide to make Taysom Hill the quarterback, I don't love that strategy. It was fun for a year in New Orleans, but when is the Taysom Hill experiment going to be over there?
I don't know. I feel like it was a great gadget for a year or two, and then teams just package for it.
Right.
So it's in their play calling sheet. Like when they say Taysom Hill, all right, either they're doing a play action screen, a play action throw, or he's running the ball.
Right.
I promise you, he's not going to give it to the running back. I mean,
Well, at what point? Why didn't they just groom him to be the backup? Like that's the thing. Why do you sign a guy like Jameis Winston
'Cause
when
he
you
probably
have
can't
a
throw the
Taysom Hill?
football.
Yeah, and that's like quit making him a quarterback.
I don't know.
Like what are we doing? That's,
I don't want
that's
to
what
give Taysom Hill
frustrates
time.
me. He's Tim Tebow. That's what he is.
That's an insult to Tim Tebow.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
Next game on the docket that we want to talk about: Seahawks and Bills.
I like this game.
It's going to be a fun game to watch. I
Yeah,
can't believe
I
we're
hate that
saying
it's at 1
Bills
o'clock.
games are fun to watch. I never thought I'd say that in my life.
Yeah, I know. Well, they haven't been for the last 20 years.
No,
but
no.
It's a great matchup. Both defenses love to give up passing yards. The Bills are slightly better than the Seahawks at it, but I think this is a really cool game to watch. I think it's going to be an aired-out game. Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, I say both go over 300 yards on this game. It's a shootout.
Josh Allen is country strong, man.
I like him.
He is like Ben Roethlisberger, but a lot more mobile. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
just cannot take that guy down in the pocket. He is just a monster of a man out there.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch. I love watching him. I would be pissed if I passed on him in the draft. Oh wait, never mind.
I hate you, Sam. I hate you so
Why?
much.
Why do you hate me?
You're so annoying.
Why?
Oh my goodness.
Explain yourself,
No,
Adam.
No, it's just funny. I like how you casually throw in that shot there. It's
What?
really- it's
What
creative.
shot?
I like it.
What shot?
Nothing. Nobody passed on Josh Allen. He was the #1 draft pick, if I remember. But anyways, Chris
passed on him.
Carson. I don't know if he's gonna play again.
I don't know.
He seems banged up.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
DK Metcalf.
Who
That's
are
all
you
you need to
picking?
know. Russell
DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Who's going off for 50 points in
DK.
fantasy next?
DK.
So-
I will. DK won me over for the rest of his career when he tracked down that interception return.
Yep.
That was probably one of the greatest plays I've ever seen in the NFL, period.
Yeah.
What my favorite part of that video is watching Russell Wilson bust his ass for 10 yards and be like, shit, I can't catch Buda Baker. And then, boom, DK running out of nowhere
Yeah.
like a madman and catching him. Like, that guy's putting in effort. Like, you can't coach that. You can't coach
No.
that effort.
And you love to see that as a coach.
Oh my God! Out of
Yeah.
a second-year wide receiver who's leading the league almost in every statistical category, then he's chasing down ball hawking guys. Like Buda Baker said, I've never been hawked like that in my entire NFL career. because those guys are used to being the fastest motherfucker on the field, and you got this 6'5" dude outrunning you, taking better
crazy.
angles. That was one of the most amazing plays. So he won me over for the rest of my life. I am loyal to DK Metcalf.
I love him. I don't think he's Megatron, but
Nah.
I've seen that comparison. That was like really stupid. But I want to talk about somebody on the Bills.
Oh,
Other than Tom Brady being, I think, the free agency move of the season,
Yeah.
or the off season, I should say.
Diggs.
Diggs
Yeah.
is such a good signing, man. Dude's got 54 receptions, 695 yards, and a few touchdowns. I mean, imagine walking into an offense that wasn't known for its passing ability, only John Brown on the deep ball last year,
Yeah.
and then walking in and, nope, nah, this is my team now, buddy.
No, it's great.
I love it.
I think he is
Great
great.
signing.
It's kind of an interesting situation though, because they were able to instantly replace him in Minnesota though. So as great as he is, like Justin
I don't
Jefferson,
think they replaced him though. I think Justin Jefferson's a better version.
you think he's better?
He's a different player.
Yeah,
He's a different player, man. That's
That-
Stephon Diggs is that intermediate 10 to 15 yard catch with the occasional deep ball. Justin Jefferson could beat you on any goddamn play. It's fucking terrifying.
And you just think Tom Brady's looking back at his team like, ah, couldn't replace me, and then you look, Diggs looking back like, oh shit. No, man.
Yeah, well, they're 2-5, but yeah.
Yeah,
at the receiver
record-wise,
position,
I'm
yeah.
talking about the position. Yeah,
Yeah.
It would just be tough to know that, when you got broken up with, your girl found a hotter guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit. I'm over here. I'm doing well, but that guy's bigger. He's stronger. He can do everything I can do. Like, it would just feel bad to be that. But either way, I'm sure Stephon Diggs doesn't feel bad. He makes millions of
do you
dollars
got
and he
winning that
catches
game?
football. Huh?
Who do you got winning that game?
Seahawks, Bills?
Yeah.
Seahawks. Until you beat them, Seahawks.
I mean, they're beatable.
They are beatable.
That defense is... But Jamal Adams is back. They got Carlos Dunlap from last week. I think this is actually the point of the year. Maybe not this week, but probably next week where they start to hit their stride as a defense.
Yeah. I like
Which is
him.
why I think this game will be a shootout, but got to go with the front runner for MVP right now.
All right. You want to get into our locks for Sunday?
Oh, we got one more game.
We
Actually,
do? What the
do we? No, we got locks for Sunday.
Yeah,
right.
let's
I'm
get
sorry.
into the locks for Sunday.
Yeah.
You can lock these in as our picks, even though if we disagree, it's different locks.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, go ahead. So
let's kick
first
it
game?
off. Lock of the week: Tennessee versus the Bears. What's the point spread on that?
The point spread, I believe, is 47.5 over under. The Tennessee is 6.5-point favorites.
I am going to take Tennessee and the points because I think the Bears are fraudulent as hell. They should not have won at least 2 of the games that they've won. They should be at the bottom of the NFC North, and I think Tennessee is going to put them there with a vengeance.
Yeah, I have Tennessee, same as you.
Yep.
I have the points. I have the over. Actually, I'll take the over on this game.
Over
too.
under 47.5.
Yeah, I'll take the over and I'll take the points for Tennessee.
All right, next game on our locks. This is one I think we disagree on too.
Okay, go for it.
I have Arizona beating Miami.
You have Arizona beating Miami.
I do.
Cool. So this is my upset of the week. Miami is 4.5-point underdogs. I will take the points, and I will take the under as well. And I think Miami's defense, 4th ranked in the league, by the way. Brian Flores, shout out. They're doing a hell of a job this year. I think they expose Kingsbury as a coach this week.
Okay.
I think he's a great offensive mind, but again, I look for consistent football teams, and that's how you can tell the difference between a tier 1 coach and a tier 2. And for me, if you're going to put Kingsbury in any tier, it's probably a 2. I just think he's very easy to prepare for. If you shut down DeAndre Hopkins, what do they have? I think we're excited for Chase Edmonds as well, fantasy-wise this week, but I think the Dolphins pull it out. And I think the playbook opens for Tua.
I think you need to throw more than 69 yards to win a ball game.
He didn't have to do anything, though.
I get that,
Yeah,
but
so-
against this team,
Against
you
this
will
team,
have
you'll
to do
throw
something.
for over 200 yards.
So Tua's going to have to perform this week.
Yeah.
This cannot be, I just hand the ball off. This has to be, you control the offense, you're controlling the clock, because if the Cardinals get rolling and you don't control the clock on your end,
Tough.
you are done. It's over. The Cardinals will run all over you.
Mm-hmm.
I do not love the Cardinals defense. That's the truth. I thought Isaiah Simmons was going to be a monster coming out of college, and he's just been kind of a ghost out there for their defense. But I just can't see in my head a way where a rookie second start Dolphins team takes on Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, scores more points than them.
Yeah. Do you
And
have the over?
that's it. Yeah, I got
48
the
and
over.
a half?
Yeah, I got the over on this.
Okay,
I
fair enough.
mean, shit, I think the Cardinals can put up 48 by themselves in this
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
I know you love Brian Flores and his defense, but
I
like
think
I
he's
said,
doing
if
a
that
great job.
he
Yeah,
is. Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit. The fact that they're
fourth
they're-
ranked defense in the NFL.
well, and the fact that they're 4-3 shows you that he's doing a
Yeah.
great job. They do not have a ton of tools down there.
No, I undervalue tools. I think he's putting together a good football team. I think we used to compliment Bill Belichick for this.
Yeah,
People just fill in and they would perform. And I think Flores is doing maybe not as good of a job as that, but almost similar level.
yeah.
I'm
So
excited. If you're a Dolphins fan, you should be excited.
my lock is the Cardinals. Adam's lock,
Dolphins.
Dolphins. So
Yep.
there's a competing lock for you. And then the
Mhm.
third lock of the week, I have the Colts to upset the Ravens. That's my upset of the week.
Okay, so I wouldn't call that an upset. I get, Colts are a good football team, so that's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
I think the Ravens are a better football team. I think they're more complete, but Colts' run defense is very good.
Wow, the Ravens are only getting a point and a half on
Yeah,
this game.
man. The
Woo!
Colts-
So
that's why I
Vegas
didn't
doesn't
say it
think
was
it'd be an
an upset.
upset. Wow,
No.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, Colts have one of the best run defenses in the NFL. We know Lamar Jackson, what he is, and it's not a knock on him.
What if Des Bryant gets back on the field?
Des Bryant's not going to do shit, man.
I love Des Bryant.
I love Des Bryant, too. He's not going to do shit.
Reports out of practice is that he's doing very well in that offense.
Wow.
Listen,
Reports-
man,
rep-
he'd be the best wide receiver on that team if he stepped in immediately.
Better than Marquise Brown?
Yes, better than anybody they've ever had. Like, what's the last Ravens
Des
wide
Bryant
receiver
coming
that
off
was
a
actually good?
torn Achilles. He's not as fast as he used to be. I mean, come on. Let's lower the expectations on that. Marquise
Hey,
Brown
I'm
is
just
still the
going
one.
off of what Lamar Jackson is saying,
Lamar
not what
Jackson doesn't know
Adam
what he's talking
Bayoun
about.
is saying. I'm just
Lamar
going off
Jackson
Lamar
doesn't-
Jackson, the
Yeah.
guy in the practice, the guy in the huddle that says he's
What is he
picking
going to
up
say? Oh, you know what? Des doesn't look, it looks like he's missing a step. Or
Yeah.
no.
or he just doesn't say shit.
Bro, that whole team talks shit. Of course they're going to hype and say shit. You see Mark Ingram last year?
Oh yeah,
No,
big trust,
yeah,
baby.
big trust.
Big trust. Flint, what's up?
Well,
That's one of my favorite parts about cruising up 75 is passing that Mark Ingram sign. That thing's been up there, and I hope when I'm 90, I'm driving up there. I remember Mark Ingram when he played in Flint. That's what I'm gonna say. Point to my dogs.
I got
and
the
cats.
Ravens winning, though.
You got the Ravens
Yeah,
winning.
the points are easy to take. It's only a point and a half. I got the under for this game.
Yeah,
as
definitely
well.
the under on this game.
Yeah.
I love the Ravens defense. I do. I think
Mhm.
they can. They have the capabilities to shut down the Colts like we couldn't do.
Mhm.
I don't see the Colts having a big running game. They're going to put it all on Phillip Rivers, and they got the ability to attack,
Yeah.
which is something that's not in our game plan.
Yeah.
But, Harbaugh loves to do it. He loves to attack with
Mhm.
his defense. So I still got the
like it.
Colts winning
Yeah.
because I just can't see the
again-
Ravens finding their offensive stride.
I can't knock you for it. I mean, look what Vegas has to say about it. If you guys have any questions, everything's over at BetMGM. If you guys want to bet on the line, go downtown, go to the sports book,
Yep.
go place your bets. But yeah, that's where we got the money lines from today. And if you guys have any questions,
Justin Spiro on
That's my boy
Facebook
here.
says he's getting coffee at Birmingham Roast right next to us, and he's going to moon you, Adam.
tell him to come in.
Yeah, Adam loves you because you agree with him on fucking
'Cause
everything.
He uses his brain.
He uses his brain. But make sure you're following us on all social media right now. We're giving away money at Woodward Sports. We could talk some high school or college football after this, but Joey, come over here, man. I feel like you're buried over there this morning. I want to talk to
You
you.
want to do some high school football?
You want to talk about some high school football, man?
This production game is sweet.
See, Joe, if you've noticed, our production elements have stepped up a little bit. Like at the bottom of the screen, we got logos, we got over-unders, we got numbers, we got graphics. Oh, shit. Joey, what the hell is going on?
All right, so what are we doing?
Apparently the show's shirtless. This is the high school section, and you take off your shirt. That's...
I was getting heated up in there in that producer
It is a little warm in here. It's so
producer
funny
room.
on camera. Look at that's you right there.
It's off season. I haven't trimmed my chest hairs in a while.
We gotta shave like a Woodward Sports into your chest, man.
My barber could do that.
No, dude, people right here can do it. The ladies
what
at
I'm
Lady
saying.
Jane's. Which one's your barber here?
I like Marina.
Marina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You call a female barber, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. Stylist?
Barberess.
Stylist?
Yeah.
Is it stylist or barberette? Stylist? Barbarette. Either way, they're great.
Oh, yeah.
They can do that. Let's have them do that today, and we can video it and put it up on our Facebook page. You down?
Yeah, I'm down for
Do a
it.
WSN in your
Why
chest
not?
in our font. You think
Why
they could do
not?
it in our font?
Right. Yeah, they could do it.
Okay, so we got high school football happening this weekend. I got good news and bad news for you, Joey.
What's the bad news first? Let's start bad.
So, you know how I was excited because I was going to do color commentary for the Livonia-Stevenson-Canton game tonight?
Yes.
Their city council or school board is having a vote about having their broadcast out there, so I don't know if that's happening.
They voted to have Stick not show up?
I think once they found out I was a part of it, they're like, no.
No,
No,
we
no.
can't do that.
No, we listen to your show. We know the content that you put out. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, man. And it was.
Wait, hold up.
I told you it was part of my dream to do color commentary for a football game, and it's not going to happen this week. I don't.
So if you're not doing that, then what are you doing tonight?
Well, that was the bad news, and the good news is we going to St. Mary's Brother Rice together, baby.
Honestly, I was so sad that you weren't going to make it tonight, but now I'm sorry to the Stevenson and Canton students because you're going to miss out on some real talent tonight.
Yeah, no, I was going to have fun calling those games. Like, here's the deal. When I watch football games, everybody's very stiff. Just like kind of the reason why we started Woodward Sports. When you listen to Sports Talk, it's, hello, it's 8:40 on your FM dial, and Sports Talk is brought to you by Chevrolet. We're going to talk about Matt Stafford and,
The real broadcasty like
yeah,
that.
it's just really stiff.
Yeah.
You know, the WWW. And it's like, no. This is 2020.
Right. Just talk how you talk.
And that's how I was gonna try to bring that to the sports broadcasting booth too, like a more laid back, fun color guy.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to do it, man. One of these days, I'm gonna get to, whether it be high school, college,
Yep.
and then John Madden's gonna call. His whole crew is gonna be like, you know what? We want you to voice the new sports game. We want EA Sports is gonna be like, Stick, come on.
You know, I heard rumors that there were going to be some scouts there at the game tonight.
Oh, like Voice Scouts?
Boy Scouts looking for talent, seeking you out, Stick.
I know. See, it wasn't even about the kids. It was about me getting my opportunity. No, I'm happy the kids get to play, but I am sad that I'm not able to be there calling the game. But that being said, we get to go watch St. Mary's play Brother Rice at Wisner and Pontiac.
I'm excited, man. Tonight's going to be a real fun day because haven't been able to really experience high school football the way that we have. And you know, this is only like the fifth or sixth game of the season for these kids.
Yep.
And today's going to be a real battle. It's one of those rivalries that when Marys and Brother Rice always play each other, goes
Let's
down.
go Eaglets.
We should go in the student section if they're having it like that.
I don't think they have student section. Like, honestly, I've been watching some of these games, streaming them online just to keep up on high school football, and because I'm weird like that, and I love to watch high school football just because it's probably, to me, the highest level I ever played at. So it's like, I know what these kids are going through, and I know, like, it's a special moment for them.
For sure.
We talked about it. Like, once you get out of high school, like, you think back to those memories, and but either
I'm
way,
10 years out of high school. I still think back to my high school memories.
right, they were fun. You know,
Yeah.
you don't get the boys in the locker room like ever in your life again. You know, there's never that feling of camaraderie. It's kind of what we got going on here, which
For sure.
I like.
Little
but-
brotherhood in the building.
Exactly. But yeah, I watch high school football, and I just, without the fans, it's not the same, man. And yesterday, actually, you posted up a video of me and you talking on the air, and a kid messaged us. He went to St. Mary's back when I was in the high school, and I was like the leader of that student section. Cosmo, who used to write for the Oakland Press, like wrote an article about me back in the day. And this kid was like, oh, let me see if I can find the snapshot.
Best message in the world.
Dude, it made my fucking day yesterday, man. Where is it?
It's like years after high school. For him to remember this is the best part.
Yeah, he goes, oh, that's where I know this guy from. Leading our damn student section at Orchard Lake. Damn near started a riot at Breslin. Good times.
That's so awesome. What game was it? Like the state championship or something?
Yeah, quarterfinals game, I think. And then, you know, there was a game where we played at Warren Woods Tower that we had to have a police escort out of when we went down to when we went down to St. Martin de Porres. That became a thing where we got like literally chased to our bus, our student bus, to come back to St. Mary's. We were just rowdy ass kids. My buddy Kevin, aka Sincere, he's from River Rouge, and we played his team in the finals when they had Brent Darby. I don't know if you remember him, but he went to Ohio State, had a pretty decent career. The kid in high school was an absolute killer, man, absolute killer. but it was down at U of D at Callahan Hall, and we were just going nuts, and their fans hated us. We hated them. Like, it was a wild time, so much so that the MHSAA changed rules because of us.
I mean, that's something to be proud of right there.
Yeah,
I will say, though, still to this day, because, I mean, I always go out to high school games. Student sections are freaking wild.
Yes, they're wild, but they don't do negative cheers anymore.
Yes.
Because of me.
Yep.
Because of me, bro.
You know my favorite ever is when there's like a guy on the home team that is banging a girl from the opposite team, and then they're going after them, and like someone like the quarterback's dating that girl now, and they're going after her like, we had your girl first or something like that.
Right. There was a kid that went to St. Mary's. His name was Adam Dowling. A good kid. What's up, Adam, if you're watching? He lives in Colorado now.
So you're about to say something horrible because
no.
He's a good kid, but
no.
But
similar situation. He went to St. Mary's for a couple of years, and he transferred to Country Day. And we ended up playing them in basketball, that season. And the Country Day kids are chanting, we got Dowling. And, we're chanting back, you can have him, stuff like that.
Poor kid.
No, he took it cool. He's still cool with all of us. Some of the guys I graduated with are like his best friends. But I love that little high school rivalry stuff that only high school kids get, man.
For sure.
Your little world means so much to you. And you have Dowling? Fine, you can have him.
And it's memories like that last forever, because still to this day, you're still remembering all these great days.
Yep. I can remember that crystal clear. Like, I can remember when you bring a baddie to the game and all your boys were like, damn, man, how'd you pull her? Those were the days.
I'm going to be honest, I never had any baddies with me like that back in high school.
Yeah, I know.
It took for me to get in front of a microphone for girls to really get into me, like, oh, wow.
That's so not true, man.
Honestly, I was so shy when I was in high school.
I know you were shy.
Because, we started working in radio together when I just got out of high school.
Yeah. I know you were shy, and you had, like, crazy long curly hair. Didn't you have glasses, too?
Yep.
So, Joey, we got to do your glow-up picture, man. Like, we got to find you curly hair, glasses, skinny as hell, little kid coming out of high school.
Dude, I'm looking right now at me on the live stream and just imagining it was literally, like, down to here. I had curls.
Well, we could tell him. Because I hired Joey at Channel 955, and we almost named him Hair. Remember when Tic Tac came into town? He was like, we're going to call you Hair. I love your hair. And then
8 years later, lost all my hair.
I'm so glad we didn't go with that name.
I would have went from hair to hairless
or no hair or something. Like hair plugs or something. But that's one of my favorite stories about Joey. Like, I've known you that long to where your nickname was going to be Hair. Like, we were going to call you, it was going to be Stick and Hair.
Legit 8 years ago.
Wow.
Would have been Hair.
So
thankful. I was so against it too. Remember, I was like, no, we're not calling me Hair.
And thank God you were. It's just like with the first name they wanted to call me. They wanted to name me Bam Bam at 93.1 DRQ back in the day. Bam Bam.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So Tic Tac had an intern named Pebbles at the time. It was a girl. And they're like, oh, we'll just name you Bam Bam. Like the Flintstone kids. Like Bam Bam and Pebbles. And I was just like, bro.
That's just tacky.
That's not me. Like, no. Bam Bam. I don't like. To me, it sounded like like a WWF wrestler or something. Like,
but I won't lie.
Bam Bam.
I won't lie. It's amazing anytime we go somewhere and it's like a little bit more of a professional setting, and it's like, hey, I'm Joey. Nice to meet you. Hey, I'm Stick. like, what? And if they got no clue what you do, it's like, Stick? Okay.
Yeah, the looks I get when I tell people my name's Stick, they're like, But either way, I was like, hell no, I'm not going to be Bam Bam. They're like, well, we need something that'll stick. And I was like, boom, Stick Boom. It is. And that's how I got my name.
I love that.
You just decided to go organic with Joey.
I had the conversation with my mom, and she was like,
Habibi?
Habibi, I named you Joey after St. Joseph. I like the name, It's something that I can be on the mic and off the mic.
Well, it's you. You're Joey, man.
It's me.
Like, you're Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I kind of talked about it in a video the other day. Like, Stick is just, Stick's, it's me. It's a part of me. But, there's Clarence, which is the business side of me.
You got like 30 names.
Yeah. And, if you catch me, like, doing business shit, I'm a different person than I am on the, like,
So when you tell people you're Clarence?
Yeah, I'm usually at court.
Okay. So court, you're Clarence.
Yeah.
And then when are you Sam?
Sam's like just when I'm with my friends.
Okay.
You know, and then Stick is let's fucking go.
Let's
go.
party.
Let's go. What sports? Let's go. So let's get back into the game. St. Mary's. I obviously think they're gonna win tonight. I watched the first game between St. Mary's and Brother Rice, and like I talked about, if we can stop that over the middle tight end pass that you guys perfected and just ate us up with last time, I think St. Mary's got this. Low scoring game though.
Low scoring game for sure because both defenses always come out strong.
Yep.
But to that point of that play, they keep running it back and forth because I also did watch, and they'll switch the side.
Yep.
They'll change up everybody else's routes, and you know it's coming, but they still can't stop it.
Yeah, I mean, they literally do what Adam was talking about, what we should do with TJ Hawkinson. Like, they will literally do the play action, boom, right over the middle. Play action, boom, right over the
Maybe
middle.
we need Patricia at the game tonight. He should scout.
They'll
Just
scout.
take some notes. Learn how they perfected it.
It has been interesting to watch the evolution of Brother Rice, though, because Fracassa was there for so long, running the same offense for so long, same scheme. You guys were what, like kind of like a wing T offense.
Yeah. Just
And now you guys run the spread.
Yeah.
It's
never, ever was a Rice formation at
Yeah.
all running the spread. But now I love it because we're moving the ball. We used to be so much more focused on the ground. Now, moving the ball.
Yeah, George Port, the Orchard Lake St. Mary's historic
Is
coach.
he still there?
He's still there, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's similar to Fracassa. Like, we're still running that 21 trap at least 7 times a game, and your team better be prepared to stop it. If you're not, we're shoving it up your throat every game. Like, and
I
that's
ain't worried about that. They're going to lock it down.
That's St. Mary's football, though. Just 3 yards in a cloud of dust, pound, pound, pound. Even though we got all the athletes that go on to play, you know, in the NFL and go to D1 schools, when they're at St. Mary's, they're learning fundamental punch-you-in-the-mouth football, and I love it.
It probably messed up Port, though. He goes all these years of just knowing Rice. This is what Rice does.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, just spread it out. We're switching up the offense.
Yeah, well, it's going to happen, too, if Port moves on eventually, you know. And
I mean, he's getting older.
He's 30-plus years. Dude, when I was at St. Mary's, I was like, and he had been there 12 years at that point. I was like, oh, man, my coach has been here a long time.
Yeah.
Now imagine being there, and he's been over 30 years.
Right.
Like,
60 years later, ever since they graduated high school.
60 years. Class of 99. What up, Doe? So, yes, Friday night football tonight. We get to both ride in the Jeep together, even though we paper, rock, scissors, and you won. Yeah. It's going to be a fun game.
I get to drive. All right, by the way, yesterday I drove with Stick, right?
Oh, Jesus.
And we went to go shoot a video. And you remember how we were talking about the other day how we live on our phone with our navigation? And that's just the new way. Millennials, we live on our phone. I don't care where it is. I'm going up the street, punch that in my navigation. I legit hit the navigation on, and Stick is yelling at me, just don't look at your phone, damn it. I'm like, dude, easy. I don't know where I am.
Okay, first of all, you're lying.
That's exactly what you did. You
No.
literally
No.
smacked my phone. You did.
I did not smack
Dude,
it.
my phone
it
was
was
in the cup
cup
holder.
holder.
It was in the cup holder
So how
like
did I
this.
smack it?
You literally
No,
smacked
I
it.
did not.
It went
I
from,
turned it
went
around.
from this to this.
I turned it around. I didn't smack it. I picked it up and turned it around. Literally, we're going to 14 Mile in John R.
Yeah.
We're at 15 in Woodward right here, right?
Yes.
Joey needs navigation to go 4 miles when all we have to do is make one left. And
I didn't know though. It's like you
the left was at 14 miles, so we're driving down Woodward. Not even a quarter mile into our drive, Joey has looked at his fucking navigation 17 times to make sure we haven't missed 14
Clarence?
miles. And it's just like, dude, we're at 15 here. You know it's going to be a mile. That takes about a minute around 55 miles an hour.
I don't know that unless I got my phone.
It's
on.
math. You
I don't
should know that.
And I'm great at math, but I just sorry. So when I reach 14, it's like, do I go that way? Do I go that
It's
way?
a Michigan
I
left.
don't know.
It's a Michigan left. You
I
know
don't-
everything off Woodward is a Michigan left.
Or it could be a right.
Where are you from, bro?
It could be a right.
So either way, we get on 14 Mile, and then Joey decides to drive like driving Miss Daisy, the slowest dude getting behind buses.
Because there
Like,
was a freaking one lane at that point, and there was construction and all that other crap going on.
Either way, the moral of the story is I drove on the way home. And we
The
got
moral
here.
of the story is Stick's probably going to drive tonight.
Yeah, because I know how to get to Wisner. Tell me how to
No
get to
clue.
Wisner from here.
All right, no, I know that. So
All
isn't
right.
it straight down Woodward?
You tell me, buddy.
All right, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it's that way or... No, it is that way. It
You
is
don't
that
know
way.
where Pontiac is from here?
Let me see. See, like, there always got to be, like, a location. Sorry. In my head, I'm going to think Erebus, the haunted house. That way.
Correct.
I totally guessed.
And that way is...
North.
Joey, I'm proud of you, man.
See, it's tough.
Why
though.
is that way north? Because
Because we're-
Detroit is south.
Because 15 miles right there.
Yep.
14 miles right there.
And they count down, right?
Yes.
Good job.
Is that the
bud.
way you know it?
Well, that's part of the way.
That's
I
the
know it.
only way I know it. Like some people, you just stand like right here. Oh yeah, south, north. How do you know that?
You just pay attention. Like I know right now I'm facing east.
Yeah, see like that, no clue. No
You
clue.
just pointed out to me that that's north.
I know,
so how
but
would
what
you not
I would
know that
have to
that's
do is
east?
I'd have to do this. All right, north is that way. Never eat soggy waffles. All right, so west
Never
is that
eat
way.
soggy waffles.
That's the
Never
only way I
eat
know
soggy waffles?
it. You never heard that one?
No.
That's the only way I ever known directions my entire life.
Well, we're going to go north tonight, Joey.
We're
gonna
excited
go
for
to
the football
Wisner.
game. That's
Yeah.
what Stigmans say.
But yeah, Orchard Lake, St. Mary's, Brother Rice. It's going to be a good game. Joey and I will be there. If you want to go to Wisner tonight and say hi, come say hi to us. We'll keep our social distancing. We'll throw you a T-shirt from 6 feet away.
Boom. I love it.
How about that?
Just head north down Woodward if you want to come to the game tonight.
Yes, and make a Michigan left once you get
Yes.
to what street?
Wisner Street.
To Wisner. It's got its own street. All right, there's one level up from high school. There's college football happening this weekend. We went out to Michigan last weekend to that ghost town of Ann Arbor. That was weird.
It really was.
I watched our video again last night, and I still can't believe. Like, it literally looks like we staged that video.
Yeah.
But that was 30 minutes before game time.
Like it looked like we went the day before.
Right.
Recorded this video and posted it.
And
because
pretended
it
there was a football game that day, but no.
Like, no joke, we probably saw 20 people at most in the entire city outside of their car.
Yep, and most of them were raking leaves.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's all that was going on in Ann Arbor
So you
last
know that's
weekend.
going down tomorrow. Is they're going to be raking their leaves some more.
But we got number 23 Michigan versus number 13 Indiana. Who are you picking in this game, Joey?
Michigan really disappointed me last week. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
I like Milton, and I thought he played a little scared last week, and he was under pressure a lot, obviously, with that rivalry, but I'm still going to believe in Michigan. It's just Indiana's looking great so far.
That's the highest ranking Indiana has ever been, is 13. Ever.
Come on.
I think since 1987.
Wow.
Yeah, so Indiana's holding strong there. After last week, I have a really hard time judging Michigan. Which Michigan team are we going to get? We're going to get Minnesota or Michigan State, Michigan?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm hoping we get Minnesota, Michigan.
100%, because we balled out. I thought we were going to whoop Michigan State's ass, but
nope.
obviously no.
No. Yeah, you thought it was going to be a good game because of the rivalry.
That was it.
Yep.
That was it. But deep down inside,
Deep
I
down.
thought Michigan State was going to get their ass beat. It's just rivalry. Same thing with high school football tonight. You can't look at records. You can't look at the way that they played the week before that. It's just the rivalry, when that kicks in, it's just something that's different.
Michigan has won the last 24 meetings against Indiana.
Wow. And it is not changing tomorrow.
Yeah, I got Michigan in this game, even though
Yeah.
they're the underdog just by rankings. I don't think they're the underdog in talent. You know, Vegas has them. Come over here, Adam. Vegas has them favored by 3.5 points. Michigan. Yeah, so obviously they're not the underdog, even though they're ranked 23rd, and Indiana is ranked 13. I'll take Michigan in the points. I think that's a good bet.
It's a great bet. I'm not making the bet, but that's
I'm
a
not
great
making the
bet. Can't bet on anything right now. 2020, just everything about this year is messed up.
Yeah, I would love to unleash Joe Milton, but I mean, if Hassan Haskins is averaging 9.9 yards a carry,
Give him the ball.
just keep handing the ball off to 9.9 yards a carry. That's a solid base number that you should have.
Even if you go a little bit less, 8 yards, I'll take it.
Right. So Michigan, I think will pull the upset. Adam, you got the same thing? Yeah. Yeah, Adam's got Michigan, and then
We're going Michigan across the board on that one.
Yeah, and then Michigan State. Who are they playing?
Michigan State is playing
Iowa.
They
Oh,
are 6.5 point underdogs.
underdogs against Iowa. Iowa
6.5.
hasn't really done anything this season.
0-2, they've lost 2 close games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They haven't done anything. I guess the longer they go losing, the closer they are to winning. But I don't know, man. I'll take the 6.5 points after what I saw last week out of Michigan State. Rocky Lombardi looked like a legit NCAA quarterback.
Yeah. He's got a great future ahead of him.
He has to.
With that name.
Yeah,
That name
dude,
especially.
With that name, if he doesn't, like, what else do you do if you're not a football player and your name's Rocky Lombardi? No, seriously, like, what do you do? I mean, it's like being Sinbad. You only had two choices, pirate or comedian. Like, what's this guy going to do with his life?
Luckily, he was good at being a comedian.
Luckily, he was good at being a comedian. But for real, Rocky Lombardi looked very strong. He looked like he had full control of that offense. He looks like he's got an NFL arm. I don't want to say he's a top NFL prospect, but I could see him being drafted in 5th, 6th round as a backup for somebody taking a flyer on him.
And it's still early to tell. You know, he's got a lot of football ahead of him in his career.
Yeah, but he looked damn good against
did.
Michigan, man. You think he'll work at Kroger? You think that's where he's going to wind up, as Kroger? I can guarantee a Lombardi will never wind up at Kroger. The Lombardi's got cake for days.
Right.
It's like
having that family name, like, you're destined to success. with
right.
that
It's like
name.
being an Illich.
Right.
Like, you're good.
Right.
You're good. Dad did well. Grandpa did well. Like, you're good. You should
Ford?
be good.
You got the Ford last name?
Ford, you should be good. Lee
Yeah, working at
Iacocca's
Kroger.
family should be good. like you should be good. I'm not saying you're gonna be good, but you should be good. So yeah, I got Michigan State in this game too. So 46.5 for the over/under. I hate this. I'll take the over after what I
Yeah.
saw last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Rocky Lombardi's going to put a lot of yards.
Rocky's
Rocky's
He's gonna become our favorite player just
Oh,
by
yeah.
namesake. Come over here if you want to be a part of this goddamn conversation, Adam.
Him and Cephas for the Lions. That's like the greatest name.
Yeah, Quintez Cephas. I love
Such a good name.
I love that name. But the best name in all of football is Alizé Mack. Alizé Mack is the best name. Like, that dude, same situation. He could either be a pimp or a football player. That's it. You cannot have the name Alizé Mack and not be a pimp.
Right. You got it. That name itself, you got to live up to it.
Yeah. So lots of fun stuff happening this weekend. We're giving away more money on our social media. Make sure you're following us at Woodward Sports on everything that we do. We got another $100 giveaway starting today. And then on Monday, we're going to start a big giveaway.
Big giveaway. And we got a big announcement later today, too.
Later. Oh, yeah.
We got something that we want to put out in the world.
Like big. It's a big announcement.
Big announcement.
Big announcement. So make
Like-
sure you're following all of our social media. We're going to put it everywhere and blast the shit out of it. The cool part about doing Woodward Sports right here on Woodward in Detroit, part of this is we're going to make sure that we give back to the city. We're not just going to sit in our ivory broadcast towers and rip our teams. Like, we're going to actually go out in the city, help people, be a part of things that aren't necessarily mainstream too.
For sure. We're gonna cover all the schools that don't get the love in the collegiate level, like Wayne State.
Yep.
And we'll even go to Oakland Community College basketball.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
That'd be so fun.
Beer pong tournaments we're going to cover. I mean, the cornhole tournaments. Shout out to my boy Rich Pyle. I got to get back in touch with you.
Rich Pyle?
Yeah.
What up, Rich Pyle?
You remember him?
Rich Pyle. I don't know if I remember it.
Remember the show, the Pawn Show, Pawn Stars?
Oh, yeah, Hardcore Pawn.
Hardcore Pawn.
Yep.
He was the guy with the long goatee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Is he a part of the Gold family? Like
No. He's not a part of that at all anymore.
Oh, okay.
He's gone and done his own thing, man. And
Is he still pawning?
dude, I was going to that pawn shop and buying shit before it ever went on TV.
Really?
So me and Rich knew each other.
Yeah.
Like I was just, that's where, I bought the engagement ring for my fiance at that time. I went and got all that shit there because I was broke as hell.
Yep.
And they would do a layaway plan. So every time I'd stop by, I'd drop off $100. And literally, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been able to afford an engagement ring.
That's awesome.
And so I got to know Rich well when I would come and pay my bill. Like, hey, man. And then, when I got my first house, I got all my tools from Rich. Like, my Sawzall and all that came from him. So now he's off doing this thing with, I forget the official name of it, but it's like the American Cornhole Association. And they do big tournaments.
Like
big
cornhole tournaments?
Like cornhole tournaments, man.
Dude.
Like, after we get out the air, I'll show you. So I want to get involved with him. Like Woodward Sports, we're going to try to be everywhere. We're going to try to service the city in every capacity that we can. We got the team to do it, and I'm excited to introduce more and more of this team over the next couple months.
It's going to be crazy because we got so many people that we've been talking to in just the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Some local Detroit stars.
Yep.
And people that's going to help take this Woodward Sports Network to the next level.
And just everybody that's been excited about this. Like, sometimes when you come up with an idea and you talk to people, they're like, yeah, that's cool. And you could feel the vibe off of them that it's not really cool to them. They just don't give a shit. But this, everybody's like, oh, thank God, we need another sports outlet in Detroit. Like, I'm so sick of the same old opinions over and over and the negativity from all the sports people in Detroit. And it's like, yeah, me too.
That's the thing. It's the negativity. It's
Yeah.
like that's not us. I mean, if you know Stick and I personally, you know we're positive people. No matter what it is, we're going to make the best out of it. And that's what we're going to do with Detroit sports.
Yeah, and when it comes to sports, in my beliefs, like, you're not out of it till you're mathematically eliminated. That's when I'll give up on the team. When mathematics rule me completely wrong, because I've seen 50-point comebacks. I've seen teams blow 3-0 leads in the World Series. Like, if you don't give up in sports, you always have that chance.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about sports. And that's why I never give up on the Lions early in the season, because there's always that chance, man.
Always.
And if everybody's bitching about in that one time, I believe.
Then you look like the man.
Oh, it's going to be so
you're like,
glorious.
I told you.
It's going to be the sweetest moment of my life when I can tell all my family on Thanksgiving, for my entire life, you told me not to watch this team, that I'm wasting my time, that I got to come to the dinner table now. And it's like, no, this is my team. They're Super Bowl champions.
It's taken a lot of years to get to that point, but that one year that does happen, which is this year, by the way.
I can't wait. 2020, why not?
Oh, yeah. 2020 Super Bowl champions, Detroit Lions.
So have a great weekend, Detroit. Like I said, make sure you're following us on everything. On Sunday, we're going to be giving away another $1,000 if you can guess the first score of the person who scores first in the game and the score of the Lions game. So we'll do that on Sunday. We'll be live from the studio, have all types of fun. I'm ready for this weekend, Joey. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful.
Yup. I'm excited, man. Who do you got for the first touchdown of the Lions game?
Ooh, already? You texting me with that?
I'm gonna go with Adam's boy Hawkinson.
I'm going to go Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
Fuck. Peterson or Cook. I think one of those two.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on Sunday.
I love how we're so confident that the Lions are going to get the first score.
Right,
by
that's
the way.
why I was like, wait. I should probably consider a Viking.
Right.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you share this with all your friends. Tell them about Woodward Sports. Follow us. Get that money. I want to give you money. That's me and Joey love giving out money, especially when it's not ours.
That's the best part. It's not our money, so we'll give you as much as you want.
We will give you as much of Chad's money as he lets us give away. So thank you, Chad, from Lady Jane's, for giving us money to give to people. We love you, and we're ready to do that this weekend. Take the top off the Zot Gladiator and go hard.
Beautiful weather, too, so you know we're going to have that Zot M59 Jeep Gladiator.
Yes, sir.
Topless.
Yes, sir. Have a great Friday.